Grand afternoon. True Brit out and about actually. Why some need to be wrong, dumb, stupid. True Brit news. Blah blah blah. Great day. Okay, I'll be on great again. Whatever. Just a quick one, because I'm out and about. I'm only speaking because it's downhill. I'm not so out of breath. Glorious day though. A bit warm in fact, with all the clothes I've got on. So, a couple of things. I'm imagining that there's many a wasp out there is going to be calling Donald Trump, amongst other things, or things along the lines of nigger lover, yeah, because he's had a load of them in the Oval Office or somewhere in the White House, talking about the ways in which he's going to be celebrating or acknowledging Black History Month. Made some. Tiger Woods was there, by the way, getting some sort of honour, and going to be put in, once he's not off this earthly coil. It's going to be put somewhere. It's going to be put in this like Hall of Fame thing that is developing, that is building. That's probably, from what I understand, has been built, recognising the heroes and sheroes and significant contributions made by members of the so-called African American community over since the 1800s. Okay, nobody was expecting to do that. He's the first president in history to have done that, to done what he's done, and it's fascinating that nobody is talking about it. It's a little bit like the thing that's going on in Gaza and with Israel and Hamas and all that bullshit, and also in the Ukraine. I think it's fascinating. Thank you. And I think that one of the reasons why zebra crossings. Got to keep my eye on these people at zebra crossings. Every time I seem to cross them these days, the 2-lane ones in particular, someone's always coming on the outside or the inside, depending on which way I'm crossing. And you know, many times they've just seen me and carried on driving, which is, it says a lot about a lot of things potentially. You know, do people know the etiquette on the road? Are people aware that, you know, a pedestrian has priority at all times, no matter where they are? Vehicles do not have priority. In any circumstance whatsoever, human beings must take priority over everything. We are the most important thing, but now we live in a society where, you know, it's not necessarily the case. You know, cars take priority on the roads. I'm just walking by somewhere here where I'm having to walk in the middle of the road because there's all this car washing shit going on at the minute. So I'm having to walk out into the middle of the street. You can see it behind me, I think, maybe. There we are. We'll walk out in the middle of the fucking street, and there's holes in the road where the water's gathered from the car washing. And here you go. But I know they've been given permission to do this, you see, to operate in that way. You know, I'll probably be called racist or something, I don't know. I say transphobic, but you know what I mean. Because I'm making complaints about, I'm not being supportive of the immigrant and migrant community. Anyway, I'll get back to the original point. And it's not just people from the Middle East that are here. Lots of Eastern Europeans, Romanians. I'm just walking by a Catholic church now. It's like, there you go. There you go. Might turn it backwards, I don't know. Recently, during COVID, obviously got lots of resources to expand the Caribbean community. Used to use it a lot for a wake after a funeral. The room, there's a sort of, that's the building there actually. And now they've got 3 courses, which has turned it into a restaurant. I'll show you in a minute. Yeah, there we go. You can see that? $16.99. There's the building over there. I can't remember what it's called, but we used to have our wakes there. But obviously doing good business. Catholic, which is also interesting. But anyway, I digress. So, Donald Trump, nigger lover, okay? I can imagine a lot of waspies are not happy about what it is that he's doing, because there's a lot of code in there. There were some announcements. It's there to be seen. Mainstream press hasn't picked up on it at all. It was the Times of India that I heard about it. I didn't think he was going to do anything of the kind. But I do know that Donald Trump's been assigned to drain the swamp, and within that, it's the idea of restoring the Republic of America rather than the United States of America, which is a business and a corporation, an incorporated business at that. And what does it incorporate? One of the things that it incorporates, as well as the 51 states, are certain aspects of the UK, because that's a corporation too. But the US Inc. is bigger, much bigger, and therefore President Trump is president of a corporation, and he's the president of the corporation of corporations, all the corporations, including all the states, Germany, France. That's why they're all capitulating or not happy with, say, Donald calling Zelensky he didn't call him a warmonger, but he called him what did he call him? Called him something. Called him not warmonger, whatever it was, but it's pissed everybody off severely. So I just wanted to make a note of that. Till the next time, may your European, your spirituality remain strong. Gone.